Okay, perfect. All right, you guys. Well, we're gonna work it because this is really a great thing. Okay, so now you can watch me paint the outside. So what I did was I went in and I put a little bit of water all around my big white flower. Oh, thank God I'm finally painting. That's what you're all thinking. Murph, you can quit yawning.
Everybody's still here though.
You're all here. Thank you so much. Just takes a while to like learn what not to do. Like don't touch whatever it was I touched. Okay. Yeah, and then maybe you'll teach me how to edit it before it gets uploaded. Now this is just water. Can you see? Can you see up there too?
Yeah.
Okay, now if you have any fingerprints or I've touched it or you've touched it, the water won't stick. Okay, now I'm going to go in with some colors. Those of you who saw my email this morning, who liked the first picture better than the second picture? Raise your hand.
I did.
Who liked the second picture better than the first one? Nobody. Okay. This is pure French ultramarine blue. And I'm just painting to the line. And I really want to make this background really dark. So I'm using French. If you want to squirt out some French, that's a great idea.
Can you go really dark? I'm
going to go really dark. Somewhere I have my picture from. Okay. And I'm going to use every color blue that I have. I'm going to use indigo because I really want to go dark. Look at that. So I'm just going to cover this whole outside in all my blues. So this is my cerulean and my, what's the name of that blue? Manganese mixture, manganese blue mixture.
Are you advising us to get that manganese?
No, not really. I think cerulean is good enough. I actually really like it myself, but not enough for you guys to buy a whole tube. Okay, so I'm just going to fill in this whole outside with all my blues. And I'm going to put Antwerp in there too. The hardest part was just getting the paper out and getting that background color on and relaxing a little bit. Mine is very wet and runny right now. The reason that we paint on these boards is so that you can pick up your picture by the board and you can tilt it around and make that paint run where you want it to run. Thank you, Trina. So I don't know if you can see how much mine's running all over. It leaves some weird lines. This paper is kind of weird, I have to say. If at the end of the day you really hate your pen, you can just take it to your sink at home in your kitchen at home and just run water on it and start over. You can lift them out. Let me hold yours up. Let me see the drips. It looks good. You should just set yours down and go with it. That looks really good. Now, some of you might want to kind of just play around a little bit. And what I did was I took water and my brush and I just splattered it into that paint. And I'm just making some watermarks to give it a little bit of interest. Yeah. I only have 1 cup of water because I left my other one over here. But Trina's good about bringing more so that you can just play with this. Sometimes I take it, you can put salt. You know what works really well? I should have brought it, some of it, is alcohol. If you just spray the alcohol on the YUPO paper, bling, it makes all these little spots. Okay, so once you've got the outside painted and you're fairly happy with it, thank you for helping me with my words today. So those I'm just gonna, I don't know if you can see me up on the screen. What I'm doing is I'm taking my paper towel on the outside here, and it's kind of catching some of those extra drips. And good luck getting this off your hands and out of your cuticles today. You can always try to add a little more water, or you can just go, okay, it's good enough. It's just a painting. You can do that. I did that this morning too. The next step is now to put in some of the shadowing in the flower. So we're going to try now. So I hope everybody can hear my voice, because now here's where you kind of need to listen to me again. So we're going to put the shadowing in the center of the flower and out to the edges, but you really don't want to touch the outside or it'll bleed in. You just want to paint on the inside of the flower. So what I'm going to do is just take, this is burnt sienna. That beautiful brown is pure burnt sienna, and I can bring some of that around once I get mine kind of going. And I'm just going to make it pretty watery and just put it in the center here. And then I'm going to add some blues. Let's see what happens if I touch it. Oh, that's kind of cool. So you just want it to be sort of just want it to look like a white flower. Yeah, but I like the cerulean or the manganese the best. And now the fun. Okay, so here's where you can watch and listen to my voice right now. So to wipe out the extra colors on the white flower, if I take my brush and I get it all rinsed out and dry it on my paper towel, I call this a thirsty brush. It's always clean. A thirsty brush is always clean. And then I can just go back in and lift those colors. Now, if you use indigo on your leaves, it's not going to lift all the way out. And there's some shadows in this. You can tell when a leaf goes, one of the petals goes over the top of the other petal. And then you just have this nice soft coloring on your white flower, just like that. Now here my outside did get into my petal, but I kind of like it, looks good. I think I'm actually going to put a little bit of that indigo in the center of my flower just to make it a little darker in there. I'm going to leave that. I like that it's sort of runny. So we have 2 things left to do on this once you get the coloring in your flower. Okay. That's beautiful outside. Okay, I'm going to use super dark paint and a credit card, and I'm going to do it where it's dry so it works.
Have you ever taken a hairdryer to the UPO?
I do take a hairdryer to the YUPO paper, and I did it today.
Does it wrinkle?
No, it works. It can blow the paint around,
Oh, yeah.
but we can set them up, the blow dryers. We have blow dryers in this room right now that we can use. Let me show you though this trick on the dry spot. All right. Okay, so I'm going to put a dot down. And then, you ready?
Yes.
I'm using the round part of a credit